Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put their hand. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them.
Now the good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerge from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers.
Hit this shit. Whoosh.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
37-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
From the 37, they work on second and 6. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is third and 2. Working out of the gun. Love. It's caught. Jones. And down to the 11. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the stars right out of them.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And it's caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Alberto, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Bears nothing.
Blah, blah.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Shit that you'll never do. That's bullshit.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Just doing shit you won't never do. That's gay shit.
the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
1 yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Kaepernick. No, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you
Drop
want to
that
play 3
shit,
and outs.
man. God
Be able to
dang.
stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
4 yards on the pickup.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
On 2nd down, it's Patterson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Smith on the tackle. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
To throw is Kaepernick. And then there is Patterson complete. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They run the counter. Patterson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And the ball carrier.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, you do it consistently. Usually translates into
And they're going to do it consistently.
All I have is $43 and 20 cents.
Not right now.
All right.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They run with Patterson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Dang, torn label. God damn.
Not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do
Tyree.
because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Patterson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
Well, to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Patterson on the carry. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cordero Patterson with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
And you're so right because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you got to get the ball thrown perfectly.
Dude, what the fuck is wrong with them kickers, man? Damn short ass field.
To get him downfield for the touchdown.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Taken down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st and 10, Love. Step, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Love sacked. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Love now on 2nd down. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. Love from the gun. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-line.
Come here, I can't hear you.
Without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Nah, go ahead.
3 yards is the distance on the punt there.
Yeah, cut it off.
And the Bears take over.
Make sure you cut it off.
An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than say that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about, to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your number one path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
Seven, our score after one.
More time, 7-7.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Patterson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now they'll throw with Cameron. And he's got it. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken the lead.
Ooh, shit. Damn.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Bears 14, Packers 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Return on this one is the fair catch. A single
settle down.
Taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Valdez-Scantling on the end around. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
To the 48-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Randy, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Love now to pass on first down. Gives this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
And it's third down.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Love. He's got his man, Valdez.
Come on, man. God damn.
He's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 23.
Right,
second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down, Green Bay.
Settle down. Ridiculous.
First down carry by Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They go bootleg. Love. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Khalil Mack, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
3rd and long.
The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Shit.
Love looking deep downfield, and that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently, so that's just going to be an incompletion.
Crosby on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As we know, they had the chance last week, Charles, to lock up the division. Couldn't do it. Now it all comes down to the final week of the season. But once again, they control their destiny.
And that's a good thing. But I wonder about mindset because you mentioned they had a chance to lock it up last week, didn't. Are they bringing extra pressure to themselves now? Even though they control their own destiny with a win, now because they didn't get it done before, will they be even tighter as they approach this game?
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On first down, Patterson. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
He's brought down.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up 3rd.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 3rd and short, going with a tight end. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They needed a yard. They got it. First down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Kaepernick. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Patterson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Kaepernick. Middle of the field is Robinson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Brings up.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd down, Patterson. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll try the left side. It's Patterson, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson. His 21st touchdown of the season as the Bears push further out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
For Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Patterson on the draw play. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
First down and goal to go.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cordero Patterson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Good. Makes the score Bears 28. Packers 10.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Kaepernick now on first down. Incomplete. Too tough to hold on that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage down the field. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Kaepernick. He'll get that complete to his tight end Kmet. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's Kaepernick to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a third down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. Into heavy traffic, and it's
Come on, man. Play smart, bro.
Picked off by Darnell Savage.
Play smart.
Pretty much everything went their way
Doing
offensively in the
stupid
first
shit.
half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Play smart, man.
Everything here. Don't get careless with the
Play smart.
The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Jones with a nice gain there on 1st down as he takes his forward and calling it
Play
a
smart,
pickup
bro.
of 6.
Taken down at the 33-yard line.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here.
Receiver coaches preach here, guys, all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Good go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun. Love. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
1st down, Packers.
Off the bootleg. Love. He's going to launch this thing. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
He's going to take another shot here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Going back to Love. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Elsewhere, 2nd half is underway up in Orchard Park. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And the ball comes out. Love lost it, but it looked like a Packer. Yeah, Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the football, but now face second and long. Jones. 9 yards on the gain there, so he got half of it back, and it'll be third down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Love back to it here after the pick six. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They run Montgomery. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Nice gain there by the second-year runner out of Iowa State, David Montgomery, who often finishes his runs moving forward and knocking defenders back. He finished tied with Josh Jacobs for the most carries by a rookie last year, but what the Bears need from him, improve on his 3.7 yards per attempt. If he gets that up into the 4s, look out. He can control the game with his running.
A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear 1st down. Well, Jimmy Graham, of course, a guy who's been around a while. Been with New Orleans, Seattle, and most recently with Aaron Rodgers and these Green Bay Packers the last 2 seasons. Had 93 catches in a Packer uniform and went over 1,000 yards combined in those 2 years as well. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now Kaepernick. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Montgomery. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
A loss of 1.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even 1 step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Tyler Ervin on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up!
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 2nd down, Love. That's complete, Okuribuna. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 12. And the Packer
1st down going to the air with Love. He's going to let this one go deep. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep blow with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play.
Packers 13.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Love. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a 1st down. 1st down. Play fake. Here's Love. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for only a couple.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. His throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
First and
23 yards, the final tally. To the air again, Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Albert Okwuegbunam, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Packers get a score closer. Again, it's Love. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Eddie Jackson picks it. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. The Bears are going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
The Bears on 3rd down. They amazingly have not seen a 4th down yet. They've converted every time. This will be 3rd and 6. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter.
Dude, what the fuck is wrong with the damn kicking shit, man?
Down just on the other side of midfield.
God damn.
At their own 46-yard line.
Shit's ridiculous.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
For Green Bay.
The Packers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
First down, Love to pass. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Packers. Albert O, 38 yards. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
On the carry, it's Montgomery. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. The run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
First down, Green Bay.
One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Love from the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point right down the middle. Will bump the lead up to 26. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
A gain of
one play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Love. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Love. He's going to go up top again. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
intended for.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On third down. Love. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Desperation time here. Love on fourth down. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. Jordan Love ready on first down here. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. Love now to pass on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Love. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. He was looking for Albert Okuebunam was the target there. But now it'll be third down. The Packers on third down. They've hit on half of it, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Love. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Whistles now and a timeout. Defensively timeout here with 1:51 left. Second and 7 now from the 28. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means if you want to run it inside, if you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On third down, it's Montgomery. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. Oh, it's a wobbler here.
Dude, what is wrong with the kicking thing?
And this will be touchdown across midfield at the 45-yard line.
At their own 45-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action this time with Love. He's going to let it fly. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout. Adams, his intended receiver. And it's second down. Elsewhere, Ford Field. They're into the fourth quarter now. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Love. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And he is all the way up past the 25. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.